All right, let's move to the next slide over here. So this isn't just a boosted post. I hope that you have seen the selection, the selection that you can get in terms of the type of person that you can target on the platform. So when you boost a post on Facebook or Instagram haphazardly, you are sending that post to anyone and everyone in the internet, and that's kind of not a way of sustaining your maintaining a sustainable way of getting clients, because you're not necessarily showing people that are interested in your treatment. So it's kind of a waste of time in that area. And for the most part, it actually can be a waste of money if you don't use, if you use boosted posts. So when you boost a post, will it get you more followers? Yes. But these people aren't really your targeted individuals, as I said. I mean, how many IG accounts do you follow? Right? Maybe there are a couple hundred accounts that you follow, and you might have forgotten some of them and something like that. So it's not necessarily a good way of showing your ads to people. So never do boosted posts unless you have done some form of targeting, so it becomes a little bit more intentional. So when you target the people who are really people who is like when you target a person who is likely to become your client, the most for the most part you actually end up with someone laser targeted who will be following you on your Instagram account. So it's not necessarily that people are being shown your ads, and everything is like it's done and dusted, and it ends there. So when someone sees your ad, they probably be interested in your business at the very least. So they'll come in there and they will check out your IG account, and if they like it, they will obviously follow you. And so even though that person will probably not be a client right off the bat, they will be in there as time goes by, obviously, because they are very, very targeted, they are laser targeted, they have shown interest in those types of treatments. So, what are the perks of using Facebook and Instagram ads? First of all, very intentional, very predictable, very consistent. Their business is actually doing this. As I told you, you target only the people that matter, those who are likely to become your clients. And this allows you to save a lot of cash. It's very cost effective. So instead of using other media channels that show your ads to everyone on the internet, you show your ads to few very targeted individuals, and that's why it's kind of cheaper, because obviously it takes a huge amount of budget to show a huge amount of people a certain offer, and that usually isn't a very good way of businesses like yours to show your offers to people. Obviously, if it's a widespread product, like let's say a soap, it actually makes sense for someone to use something like a TV ad in some ways. Though it's a very good way of doing brand awareness, it's not necessarily a way of actually getting customers right away. So you don't show your ads to people that are not likely to become your customers anyway. Now, unlike traditional media, you can keep reaching out to the same audiences over and over again. Obviously, because you've seen the budget, you can keep reaching out to the audience over and over again. It's just kind of $8. And obviously, when you retarget people, that is what you call retargeting. When a person sees your ad for the first time and they kind of were interested but they didn't take action, you can retarget them, because Facebook obviously knows them. You can retarget them and remind them of your services. Obviously, maybe the second time they will be more interested. I mean, think about it. People usually can't remember the first advertisement of a certain product that they see on TV, right? I mean, the first ad of the any soap or anything that you've seen it being advertised on TV, you don't remember the first advertisement. But when that advertisement is repeated over and over again, now you can remember it and you're more inclined to buy. I mean, some ads are very, very interesting. Obviously, you remember them right from day one, but for the most part, things usually don't happen that way. Most of the time, you need to warm up these people. They need to know you. They need to interact with you a little bit more in order to convert, right? And so this is not necessarily it's not necessarily something that you need to do, because for the most part, doing that showing your ads to people even over and over again is a way of maximizing the number of clients that you can get. But obviously, when you do something like one ad and a retargeting ad, that can be enough to actually generate you some clients, right? And so, and the problem here for repeating your showing your ads to your ideal clients over and over again, if it's a very expensive platform like a magazine, of course it's the budget. People usually don't have that kind of cash to spend on a platform that they're probably not very they're not uh, sure that it could generate customers. Of course, it could, because magazines are a very good way of brand awareness and all that kind of stuff. But by and large, if you want to get customers, you need a way of being intentional, targeted, and you need a way of measuring the kind of results that you're getting from a platform that you're using to generate clients. And obviously, you cannot really do that from a magazine, but with a platform like this, you can track people, you can retarget them, you can do all of these fancy things with Facebook. And so, yeah, by and large, that's kind of what you can do with Facebook ads over there. Uh, Plus, as I said, you can retarget people with similar characteristics to your followers, to the people that follow you, follow the people that purchased from you before, and the people that engaged with your ads, right? I mean, everybody that engaged with your posts, you can retarget them. You can upload that. You can tell Facebook to track these people, to analyze what makes them similar in some ways, to pick up the key attributes of this individual, and then tell Facebook to get out there and find people who are similar to these people. Right, now we are going to be going to the next slide in just a few moments. So see you in the next slide.